time is it?
I don't know. They're going to make this super confusing with gold and the dollar moving
It
here.
could be, you make a good point. It could be just thin liquidity and you're seeing chaotic shit all over the place.
More fucking confusion.
More-
But Fat
more
Man
fuckery.
is definitely going to open up that sector is going to open up very fucking bearish. And the question is are they going to be able to rotate the stuff to save us?
Yeah.
And SPY is going to open just below where that entire candle from
Exactly.
Friday, right?
So we're going to open up right there.
Yeah.
This is fucking insane already.
Yeah.
Let me ease up on my emotions here. Because if I get too biased, thinking, okay, that's it, it's time.
I know. It's super slippery. Good morning, everybody.
Are we live now? I have no idea.
Happy Monday.
What the fuck is wrong with this chart?
We'll do it live. Do not click that button. Not yet.
Yeah, this could be just the whole. This is kind of what we've been doing over the past week, to tell you the truth. Where's my phone? Oh.
Good morning, everybody. Vance City, good morning, Alex. Alex, it'd be nice for you to say good morning first, and then you can go into it. Romeo, good morning, Adrian. What's going on? Moving Trader, what's going on? Lots to talk about this morning already. Things are unfolding. Things are happening as we speak here. We'll let everybody kind of slowly walk in first here. Let me get a tweet out here. Hank Day, good morning.
Dogecoin, give me a fucking break.
Hey, I read somebody who I know, and I didn't know this about this guy. His name is Dan Conway. You guys know about him, Lucci?
No. Wait, sounds familiar. Who is he? Where?
He lives in my town. I didn't know this about this guy, and I know him, but he was like he wrote a book anyway. He's a crypto guy, and he was working in tech, and it just sucked for him, and then he was like addicted to painkillers. He'd go to open houses and freaking steal freaking meds out of the open houses, freaking medicine cabinets, right?
Wow.
The dude was a mess. Anyway, he's down to his last $200,000, and he put it all in Ethereum, and it freaking popped, and he banked like $14 million in freaking.
Oh, I heard of this guy. No, I heard of this story. I have.
You know this guy?
Story. Yeah, I have heard of this story.
He's like one of my neighbors. I had no idea.
I love those stories. But I mean, down to his last $200,000. That's not really wiped out. I mean, he was wiped out.
Oh, let me tell you something. And where I live, if you're down to your last $200,000, you were in fucking trouble.
Yeah, I understand. But there are people. You give a lot of people listening on this stream right now $200,000, and they'll be pulling up in a fucking Mac Daddy car tomorrow morning. You know what I mean?
All right. I'm
gonna grab some coffee before we get rolling here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me close the windows too. I'll be right back as well. All right. That looks better. Okay, so two things here that are really taking place here this morning is the gold and dollar move here. Okay, so the gold here. Take a look at gold here. Papi, ya tú sabes que yo estoy en eso, bro. Yo te saludo después. Good morning, good morning. And then take a look at the dollar here. All right. So to look at the dollar and then gold here. Okay. Those are what's happening here. And then if you look at the indexes here. So we officially retraced Friday's move. Okay. Which is kind of crazy. And there's no news really. All right. So there's some scenarios here you got to start throwing out here. Is Friday's move bullshit here and we start lower? Or this more pre-market illiquidity kind of situation where we go right back and they rotate into other stuff. Either or a possibility. I'll let you guys duke it out here. What do you guys think? Obviously, we got to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, so let's take a look at the Bitcoin names. MSTR and the Mara and all this kind of stuff is up like crazy because BTC is over 41 racks. Which is a ridiculous move. You got Ethereum here, 2,200. You got moves here across the board. Some pretty crazy shit here. Let's take a look at 24% moves. Even the Luna Classic here, topping out the top movers here, the Luna, which is kind of hilarious. And then the rest of these things just kind of up 5 to 10%. All right. There was a name that I was looking at, actually. I don't know how many of you guys looked at this one, but this one's called Agorist, and it fucking hit $5 from 20 cents. Damn. This was all in 1 month. So supposedly this is an AI. All they had to say.
Yeah. You showed us this last week, right?
Yeah, and it hit $5. It fucking hit $5. Legit hit $5 fucking dollars, which is
a nice floor.
Which is absolutely insane. Brahmin is saying, I've been in Agorist for 4 years.
Wow.
He said, shit, I need to find my tokens. Bro, go find them. Go find them. The shitty part is the only place that you can trade this is fucking Uniswap. It's literally fucking Uniswap. So if you go to Uniswap, and let's take a look at Agorist. I mean, I think the liquidity is fucking miserable here. I gotta connect my MetaMask here, but look at the volume here; it's trash. Anyways, just something to take a look at there. Another piece of news here this morning is Spotify went ahead and laid off fucking 17% of their workforce. Well, let's take a look at this. Spotify announced the news in a letter to staff on Monday. Higher interest rates squeeze profits. Reduction of this size will feel surprisingly large, giving our positive earnings report and performance. This stock has been one of the best performing, companies in a while, and they're dumping 20% of their workforce. And the stock, by the way, is up a lot off this news. So that's also very impressive. You got CVNA still kind of going. And then other names that are up here are just more or less the Bitcoin names. You need to chill. I don't want you to get too fucking biased, Chris. All right. I can hear you. I can hear it in your voice. Shut up, Nico, on the microphone. And let's kick it over to Wall Street Jesus here for some noteworthy activity.
By the way, I'm also looking at some of the movers this morning. Excuse me. The biotech they swept up on, I think Thursday and Friday. EYPT, Elliot Yellow Peter Tom, up 250%.
Wow.
6-24.
Wow.
Jeez.
No, it hit 34 this morning.
Wow, 34 hit? Yeah, 34.
What is this? What is this thing? Is it
Some
Ozempic?
biotech, we saw some action in late last week. I don't know.
Wow.
They got some. There's news on it, obviously, but yeah, and that's a good segue into what we were talking about on yesterday's webinar for Steamroom members, which, by the way, we conduct every Sunday night when futures open for a good hour, just going over game plan and some of the prior week. But I think this is the time of year, and especially given the move and everything we've seen so far, you kind of want to take the more speculative route, okay? Meaning that this is a good time, right, around the seasons and around the holiday season, and considering the mega caps are already showing signs of exhaustion, right? A lot of the meat and potatoes of this rally is tired. The last stage is roll of the dice, squeeze the crap, and we started to see that last week. We were looking for it. The small caps outperformed. To end the week, the Russell big up day. So we were talking yesterday how we want to continue to look towards those names for opportunities. Any laggard that hasn't moved yet, risk reward wise, probably is the better play, right? So you kind of want to navigate to something that you sense the squeeze might come to next, right? You got to be careful chasing things that already have hatched and have extended too far, because normally they could run into some profit taking and selling. It's not given that it continues here, but if this market holds in and it's kind of hinting towards that way, where we probably get a little sticky to December expiration, kind of between that 45 to 4,600 range, right? We'll have trouble getting over it. You can see we see some selling this morning as soon as we popped over it on Friday. While the markets hang in there, the likelihood we see these squeeze names continue to outperform. All right, so that's kind of the game plan. A lot of us are taking going into the week. I just posted, is my screen up here yet? Here's some quick things out of Goldman this morning, some key notes to keep an eye on. Sentiment a little more bullish, obviously, as this rally has stretched. NVIDIA insiders unloading stock again. So here you go with the insiders dumping stock into strength. They sell, close to 400,000 shares. The S&P 500, if you remember, we spoke about this, how it was significantly underperforming because of the mega cap crowdingness, right? That is now the most overbought it's been since the summer of 2020. So you had some catch up in the equal weight S&P 500, which we were looking for. No Fed speak. You got a Fed meeting coming up, so no Fed speak. They're in a blackout period. Lucci touched on the Bitcoin. Any catalyst behind the Bitcoin? What's the excuse given for the move today?
I don't see anything. I'm just like fried, because if you think about let's think about it in the context of the bigger picture, right? Because everybody's watching everything at the same time and trying to figure out what's going on. If Friday we had a huge move up in the market, and now today, those people are getting trapped long.
Yeah.
And BTC kind of did the same thing over the weekend. And all of a sudden, in 2 days, if you see this thing back at 38,000, how's everybody going to feel? So right. There's no news that I'm seeing as the reason.
I was just wondering if more of the ETF thing, because, right away, for me, it's like, oh, is there that ETF catalyst news, which has been pumping this thing? Or Bitcoin has a tendency to sniff out liquidity, and that's what it did the last go around. But you got a lot of the other things reversing. You got the dollar strengthening, gold weakening, so kind of Bitcoin out of sync a little bit here. So I was just wondering. But yeah, other than that, deflation they talk about, we've gone from inflation, higher for longer, now deflation. Where are the Fed rate cuts? They're coming. A lot of people are keeping an eye on the economic data to see if it starts worsening from here, because that can weigh on equities into the new year. But that's it. A lot of stickiness, and look for laggards and squeeze opportunities, I would think.
All right, here we did open up here, and again, all eyes on the markets here, all eyes on what's going on. Let us know here what you guys are seeing. And let's try to work together here to find something nice and juicy. NVIDIA here dumped about a couple of points off the open here, so it's already trading down to 458. I would imagine these options are already opening up pretty sticky here. If you take a look at let's look at the 455s. 455s are going for about $7. Remember, it's Monday here, so you also got to deal with some high premiums. Off the open right now with all this stuff going on, I think you got to wait for this thing to calm down unless you're going to just shoot short off the open here and kind of go for it. Amazon and Apple are two of the fat man names that have not sold off yet, so keep those in mind as well.
Did you see freaking Coinbase where it opened?
Of course,
Jeez.
man. Of course. Coinbase, absolutely insane. I am actually short some BTC up here. I wouldn't recommend anybody follow me.
Do not follow me.
Yeah, it looks like some of these Bitcoin miners seeing selling off the open.
Natalia, that's some big CM here.
Oh, Google looks like shit.
It looks bad. Yeah, that's one of the bigger. That's one of the weaker fat man names.
Big guys.
Banks are still okay. Semis coming in.
You got a retail name catching a little cheap action early on. Tapestry, TPR. That's the old coach. Oh, shit. Wow. Gold. They just hit pretty hard here. Where is it? Buying gold, GLD.
Oh, wow. A long on GLD?
December 20.
CBNA got an upgrade?
Yeah, CBNA got some kind of upgrade.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Oh, that's CVNA. I had that thing on Friday. I sold it for a profit like a dumbass and didn't hold it.
Oh, I mean, let's take a look at that thing. It's up a little bit here. All right, SPY here, 456. So still trying to climb back. I bought a one lots SPX puts here just to kind of feel it out. 45.50s, real small. Let me watch some Apple here. I'm gonna watch some Apple, watch some NVIDIA. NVIDIA 457.
So you got a sweeper leaving a dent there in those December 2024 200 calls. Building a position in.
What is that?
And,
which one is that?
And looks like the Jan 2024 calls as well in GLD.
For gold, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
So buy the dip there on the gold. That's interesting. All right, let's check in with some names here. Pinterest and Snapchat. Remember how strong they were from last week here. They just kind of faded off here a little bit. I'm going to add one more SPX right here off this rally. Shop and Melly are two names also that haven't pulled back at all. If you take a look at the Roku, there's plenty of names here that have not pulled back at all. At all.
You got Microsoft December 22nd, 362.5 calls in the suite.
Also, those are in the money, though.
So, yep.
Those are in the money. Coin, you got some. Look at these coins. They're betting on this thing at over 160, man. You know what? Nobody's betting on for us to go all the way back to wherever the pre-market highs is, which is before 58. Which would be a whole retrace of this whole pre-market nonsense. So there's a possibility.
Action coming into the ZI again. Zebra Igloo squeeze name caught some action late last week. I actually played this thing late last week. Right now you got some nibbling. What line is that? Jan 17.5. ZI.
Zai.
Natalia, you see the IWM? That's green here. That's green here. Yeah, man. Look at the IWM, guys, from an index perspective.
Yep, that's all the squeeze names.
You know, and if you look at USO here, USO is still kind of meh. Amazon here, yeah, Amazon might finally have that day of selling here. If we take a look at the Amazon puts, let's take a look at where we at there, right? 144s here, going for about $1.40. Do we have a short week this week? Just wondering.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm just
think so.
asking.
Oh,
No idea.
I don't think so.
AMD, if you also take a look at it, trading down to 118. This is also looks super weak. Spotify, Spotify, $200. So not only are they kicking ass, yeah. So guys, there is still rotation. Affirm, UPST, Spotify. There's still plenty
Beyond squeeze name BYND seeing some play.
BYND. So you still got ARC, man. You still got ARC kicking in here. So notice what they're doing. Coming out of Fat Man, because look at Meta. Meta down 8.5. Coming out of Fat Man, similar to the narrative last week, continuing to hold up the market. So don't get too cocky on the fucking short side, guys. Do not get too cocky on the short side.
Got Google some puts.
Yeah, you know, I like the idea of an NVIDIA short, right? I like the idea of an NVIDIA short. The problem is you're not going to just walk into it. So the 455s, they're trading about $6. I'm just going to queue them up and have them ready to go here. So as much as everybody's like, oh my God, it's short.
A little more beyond action.
I would look at IWM and go long.
Jan 220s. Peter Oscar David David.
PODD. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Peloton is green. Peloton is green. Just saying.
Those commercials are working.
Just saying.
It's a gap to fill to $6.94. Freaking mortgage the house. Let's go.
Look at Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Guys, do not get too cocky on the. I'm going to dump my SPX puts.
1339 is up 6%.
In fact, I kind of like the long on IWM.
The futures at 45.74 off a 45.63 low.
And I like the long on ARC.
0.25%. Crude futures down about 0.9%. U.S. 10-year yield holding gains of about 7 basis points from Friday at 4.26%.
You got to come in like a fucking sniper on these fat man names. Like wait for the rallies and then come into these. Wait for the rallies and then come into these. So I'm looking at Amazon and Apple. Amazon is currently rallying, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, so I'll take a small lot of the Amazon short.
Come on.
All right, AMD 119 here.
You got some early nibbling in SE.
SE.
Fuck, come on.
What do you got, Runcher?
I got fuck all because my platform is stuck in the mud.
No love. No love.
Intel and NTC U.S. Appeals Court overturning a $2.2 billion VLSI patent verdict against Intel, according to press for INTC.
Looks like Intel went down a little bit. This NVIDIA. I'm going to buy small on NVIDIA as well. Puts. Okay, let's focus on the Amazon here. But small on NVIDIA.
Piece of shit.
Little pop in volatility this morning.
This Intel case dating back to 2021.
Ooh, somebody called out shop. I like that. I like shop. I like shop. But you see how they can't let it go. They can't let it go. Chris, talk to me. You in something? You in anything? Okay. All right. Just keep it calm, man. Keep it calm. Let it come to you. Meta's down 8 in fucking change here. Very impressive. Nvidia here, I think, is the short. It's just not going to be easy.
You got SoFi getting some play. SOFI. Playboy. Remember Playboy? Some Jan buying Playboy.
It still trades? What are you talking about?
Yep. PLBY.
Take a look at Apple. I do think Apple is going to have a day here, you know, at some point here. If you take a look at the 190s, 187.5 are going for about 70 cents. I like buying this, so I'm going to buy 50 of these. So all I'm doing is shorting Fat Man, but I want to wait for rallies here. So buy another 5 of the Amazon. All right, and then on NVIDIA rallies here, I just want to keep getting more. Apple, you got to buy a lot to make any money on this fucking thing.
I've got a SPY call feeler here.
Yeah, I like the calls on SPY. I like the calls on the indexes because I don't think I don't think we're going to dump out. I think they're going to trap everybody.
Yep.
They already trapped everybody with a weak, with a weak looking tape.
Hood getting some more squeeze action.
Hood.
Got some last week as well. HOOD. ONON. I think that's a retailer. Jan 32.5.
Aren't those shoes?
Oscar Nancy.
Yeah, something like that. Shoes or some shit.
45.71.
Meta here, you can see the tape is just kind of weak, And again, SPY, they're going to hold it. They're going to hold it. Roku here, 103.5. This is your pop on Roku if you wanted to short it, but I don't, be careful. Peloton, guys. Peloton. Take a flyer on that fucking Peloton. 6.5 calls. It got some decent action on it. Here's the NVIDIA here. NVIDIA's looking good. Microsoft should get hit. You guys know the deal. You guys know what's happening here. Slow fade on the Fat Man. No sell on the indexes. Rotation into other shit. And they keep us up. They fucking keep us up. Somehow, some fucking way. Amazon here. I'm going to add some more on the Amazon. I shouldn't add there, though, because you want to add at the fucking highs. Boy. All right. NVIDIA's looking pretty good. You guys see I'm trading fucking super small size now. Because I'm a punk.
Yeah, I like that. What about the Netflix?
Yeah, that's another one. Add it all. Add it all into the mix. Add it all into the mix. I'm going to dump some NVIDIA here, although it still looks pretty good. Anybody catch that? That was a nice scalp. Remember, SPY's going up while Fat Man's coming in.
Pop. Yeah.
15 minutes now to our next
Don't be surprised.
October factory orders. Latest estimate is at minus 3% versus plus 2.8% reading in the prior month.
Let's do a little walk around the club. Take a look at Goldman Sachs, guys. This is why your IWM is so fucking strong. Look at IWM.
Oh, Jesus.
IWM is at highs. IWM's at highs. You know what I'm saying? At fucking highs. It's fucking comedy is what it is.
Comical.
IWM is at highs. There's your whole picture right here. So they're still rotating the other stuff while they're selling off the fat man names. All right, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I pulled off some of the NVIDIA, but I probably should have held it. I'm going to add back in.
GEN, so small cap squeeze name, girl Elliot Nancy getting some action.
Yeah, look at these
Jay,
airliners. Somebody just
please
called out these
reference that.
airliners.
We got some other action there. Peloton a little slow. Lucci was calling out.
Which one? It just blew through 6.5. That was a nice fucking scalp. The 6.5 calls went from 20 cents to 35 real quick. This is the play, guys. You see what's happening. You see the rotation here. Let it play out.
I got a little stop on this SPY trade at $1.25 to make sure that I don't lose sight while I'm looking at something else if this thing pulls back.
Yeah. Who went long the IWM? Who was smart and went long the IWM? IWM at highs.
You just called it out. That was a
P&A there.
great trade. Netflix bounced right off of the 21.
But the FDA, the USDA, and the EPA are proposing a national strategy to reduce U.S. food loss and waste.
Food loss and waste. We are the
Is
most
that necessary? Do I need to know that?
I don't know.
CELH, that's the name I played on Friday. Seeing some more action here. Charlie, Elliot, Larry, Harry. You got 12.
Look at this fucking squeeze in CBNA. God damn it.
Nuts, right? $40. $40 CBNA. All happened in 2 days, too.
Okay, it can still go. It still has more. If they squeeze it still can go. Look at this freaking Rivian. Bull Shark called this thing out on Friday. This thing has potential to squeeze too. I hate this thing, but it has potential to squeeze.
Check out the Amazon just dumped out here. I'm gonna go ahead and cover some on the Amazon. 172 from $140 on the options there. I'm gonna cover some more. That was a nice scalp there on the Amazon. Guys, you want to just keep coming back to this stuff. You want to just keep coming back. I'm going to keep coming back to Fat Man off the rallies here. NVIDIA here can do a lot more. I mean, it's only down what? What's NVIDIA down? It's actually down 14 points already.
Who you calling fat, man?
I forgot about the Tesla. I haven't really been watching the Tesla. Tesla's holding. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Lucci, look at the NPH.
Oh no, 108. Where's that thing? They actually moved that thing.
You know those gang call sweepers. We won't make fun of them. They're gonna score on this thing. EMPH.
Yep.
What do you mean Peloton's starting to go moving trader? That shit's gone already, man. Nice 50, 60 cents on that Peloton here.
Gandhi.
You got some more GLD buying. Same line, I think. Yep, December 2024, 200s.
Yeah, guys, get some lottos on the Peloton if you can get a dip.
Couple more of these retail names. Victor, Frank, Charlie, VFC. December 19s.
Coinbase just popped all the way back to highs. You guys
Silver's
who are trying to
shorting SPX. Just a heads up.
Silver's just shorting SPX. Wow.
Come on, platform. Come on, platform. You fucking piece of shit.
NVIDIA here, fresh lows. $9 now on that option here from about 670. So it's a pretty decent move there. I'm still waiting for a pop. Like to see a pop here to get into. I still like Amazon. I still like all these things to continue lower. I bought some more Apple. Again, I do not want to get fucking caught. Amazon, Remember, we were talking about these this morning because they haven't sold off yet. So you're getting slow movement on the fat man names lower, which means keep looking at the same options, wait for the rallies here, and come into them if you're able to. Remember, GS is still at highs. Bank of America and these names are still at highs somehow, some way. AMD, fresh lows.
How low can you go?
Are you short now? Do you have a position? Okay.
Oh, that's an earnings play. Oh, I have this shit up still. God damn it. Yeah, breast pretty flat right now. And that's what makes the indexes so tough to handicap here. It's all going to be those crowded names, what they end up doing. We're going to have an influence.
Yeah. I mean, as I look at IWM and banks here, there's still rotation.
That's
There's still rotation here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's your pop in Amazon.
Yep.
That's what we want to see for the reshort. And there's your pop on NVIDIA. That's what you want to see there for the reshort, too.
Yeah, that was nice. Silvers,
The
what up, dude?
S&P 500 actually up on the morning.
What was that?
Okay, I'm gonna buy a small NVIDIA here just to get back in. I'm gonna buy small Amazon here to reshort. I'm just gonna stick with that theme here, short fat man, and in reality, you guys should be long IWM. SPY might retrace as well. I mean, that's still a total.
You got 4 points up out of 45 cents. Yeah. Okay. Come on, dude.
Still is totally a possibility.
Yeah, Tesla is making a nice gap fill move this morning.
It's strong, right?
Well, all it did was fill the gap, and it's pulled
Yeah.
at the gap. So you got to be careful with your words when you say things like it's ripping or it's flying. Like, take a look at it before you use those words.
Sure. NVIDIA here back to 455. Nice, nice move back up. I'm going to add slowly here on the rallies, but this Amazon move back up is quite the spike back.
IWM getting a nice little fade here.
Yeah, that's an interesting fade.
Yeah, how should is it going to be super shallow, quick like that? I do like that on a pullback to see if you get a bounce out of it, because I like that idea of being long that thing, and I hate
Another heavily shorted name open, seeing some action.
What else you seeing flow wise?
Some more BAC. What?
Well, I was going to ask what you see in flow wise here. I saw that BAC.
I mean, a lot of buying, underbelly, the whole market outside of FANG. Just buying. I'm not seeing much put action at all.
Take a look at some of this Fat Man stuff. It's starting to rally. If you get a bid in Fat Man, all bets are off, folks. All bets are off on the short.
I mean, the real market is up and strong today. It's it's the crowded names that are weak.
Yep.
I mean, instead of picking a direction, you can play both sides, and if you need a little hedge, I mean, just do like an SQQ or VXX, or just get some puts and get some time. Put them out there.
Nvidia, that's quite the comeback here. Amazon, quite the comeback there too.
And now SPY's coming in on that.
Right. So this is a very strange activity, which is not being pushed either by the market. Right. So if you're trying to make sense of the market and something else together with it, and it's not making sense or not lining up here.
Back to VWAP on SPY.
Try not to push it here. I'm going to add small to the shorts on the tech names. However, SPY here looking a little weaker.
What can I do with that thing? I think you got some economic data coming 10 o'clock.
Did you check that on Econo Day?
Yeah. Econo Day.
Factory orders at 10, and then you got a 3-month and a 6-month auction at 11:30. TTD selling off. Ooh.
Macy's. Well, that could be rolling some Macy's here. We've seen some, actually a lot of buying in Macy's recently. And
Yeah, a lot of buying on the retail shit.
That was a good
Somehow.
bounce on Amazon.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm kind of confused with it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at short pops here, and that trade is not. It doesn't look that great anymore. And Apple is strong though. Yeah, Peloton I see gave a good chunk back here. I don't know if you want to dip buy this. And then Goldman Sachs also kind of gave a good amount back there as well. Very interesting tape-wise here. What's going on? Silver's here with his SPY put. Let's pull up some Gex tool action here too.
Oh, motherfucker.
90-second start date in October. Factory orders expected at -3%. Plus 2.8% median prior month. October final triple goods orders expected -5.4%, which would be preliminary.
All right, pulling back up the Apple, Amazon, and all this kind of stuff. Not really doing much. Nice SPY fade though. Yeah, and Silver's here. Looks like they caught the SPY fade here pretty nicely. That was a nice 6-7 handles there. Nothing really. Nothing really. SPY hit the call wall. So 457 was the call wall, and it kind of went to it and then just dumped off.
action getting a little quiet ahead of the factory orders.
Are we anticipating an actual move off that shit?
Well, it depends. If it comes in really strong, could be a negative move. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? You don't know till you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra. That looks like a roll in the dog.
More than expected. X transportation at -1.2% versus +0.8% prior. Durable goods in line at -5.4%. X transportation at 0.0% in line with preliminary. Capital goods orders non-defense -0.3% is 2 cents lower than the prelim.
Blah, 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 blah.
0.0% is in line with preliminary.
It looks like a beat. Stronger number there at factory orders.
Trading stocks calling out GME. Are you a GME ape? Here we go. Feed the apes.
Chinese
Feed the
official
apes.
Wayne, he's saying he does expect
GME, he's right though. It's up
Thursday
about
I
a
know.
point and change here.
Saying feed the apes.
areas.
The factory orders data back month revised to 2.3% from 2.8%.
Do we care?
Citigroup, cheap though. You're getting some repeat play. Abbott Labs, ABT, short dated sweep weeklies.
Video, you got a small rally here. Fresh
Kelman,
rally, 457.
Are you long GME, Kelman? I'm gonna have to drive across a bridge and come slap you. Wednesday. Wait, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you got a further rally here on a lot of, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of choppy. It's kind of choppy here. Qs, you got some bearish activity that Jesus just flagged out for the end of the week.
Why does the Labu have a 1 next to it? Weird.
How big was that Q order? That's a $500,000 on the Qs for
Yeah, for Friday or Thursday.
Friday.
Whatever day that is. That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it is at a spot, right? You break and you got a gap fill. Gap fill takes you to 379, and they bought 383s. Okay.
Yeah, banks still seeing some flow, cheap, but still seeing some flow. Bank of America.
Not clean. Why, Norse? What do you mean it's not clean? What's not clean about it?
Abbott. Abbott Labs, weekly 107 calls in ABT, getting some opening activity.
Nice, Ed.
Yo, Jesus, can you clarify?
Yeah.
Norse is saying that Q order could be a seller. He's saying it's not clean. What are your opinions on it?
But I wasn't looking at it. What is it? Q what?
It's 3 orders ago. It's Q puts here for Thursday.
12-8, 383s.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell off one sweep whether it's clean or not. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
QQQ weekly 383. Yeah, I mean, looks bought, but let's see. You got some action on that line. 383 puts. Here, I'll post some of the action there. Yeah, you got so much action in the big names and this in the Qs. You know, that's the weak spot of the market. So, but you got a few orders on that line, if you can see there.
The NVIDIA here played back. NVIDIA here is stronger.
So that Abbott has put a nice rally together, a little stretched, but they're playing weeklies, ABT.
All right. Fat man names look much choppier now, especially the Apple and the Amazon. NVIDIA looks strong. That shit does not look like a short yet. It's not trading like one, at least. I think I'm going to bury... I'm going to bury everything and start over here. NVIDIA here looks strong. All right, let me chill. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM faded most of it, you know. Banks here still somewhat strong. So I'm still, I don't know. I don't know right here. You got plenty of names just chopping around. If you take a look at Shopify, take a look at some of this other stuff. So let me Let me chill a little bit.
Yeah, things settling in here after the excitement off the opening bell. You kind of things are just fizzled out now.
ENPH puts.
Oh yeah.
You're playing puts.
No, I guess some showed up on the board there.
Yep.
Oh, yep. I see him. 50 grand. APP, some repeat buying, opening May 50s. Apple Peter, May 2024 APPs.
Lee Hutch is saying Twilio is going to also cut some workforce. Wow. Very interesting. Where's that Spotify? Still at $200.
That's an opening QQQ put sweep for February.
Opening QQQ put sweep for February, and that's at the money, basically.
1.2 milli.
We've been seeing a lot of those. A lot of them come out. We really have been seeing a lot of those come out.
You got Beyond active again this morning with squeeze players. Looks like could be some rolling into strength, but nice moving Beyond up $1.70 here now.
And look at CVNA, Jay.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that name yesterday. It was all set up. Let's see what I do here.
I'm going to sit on hands here. I'm going to wait for something here because I need to figure out if Fat Man here still wants to sell. And it still kind of looks like it. But do you have enough range here now to actually make some money, or do they just chop this up? If that's the case, then every time I buy these puts, chances are I ain't going to make shit, which I don't want. Which I do not want.
Zoom March 100s. Seeing some cheap action. Really cheap, though.
All right, I'm going to shoot small
Roku,
one more.
repeat activity. Roku weeklies catching some buying. ROKU.
On the calls or the puts?
Calls.
Wow. Still up here.
Repeat bet in IBM, small one. Jan 12th, 167 and a halves, IBM. That thing's been a beast.
Yeah. IBM, yeah, 162. Wow. Holy shit, man. Look at this fucking thing. Impressive.
It's been up every day, literally, since November started. Another underbelly name, S. Some bull flow. We got more just bull flow here in a lot of the underbelly stuff. Nothing they're really coming after in particular yet. A lot of the names from last week.
Which one?
ABB, seeing a little buyer here. Where is that? Hold on. Where the hell's back there? Oh, here it is. Weeklies. ABB weekly 140s.
Meh.
Spy getting a pop here off the VWAP.
They're not going to, bro. It's chop right now. They're not gonna walk in. We ain't gonna walk into this. I'm talking to Chris here next to me.
Okay,
He's
but I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. What's happening is, even if you do go hard on the puts here, your premium here is trash.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting the moves.
More A, B, and B weekly 140s coming in. A, B, and B.
This Affirm is at $39 here. Moving Trader just called it out. Jesus, what a squeeze!
Roll it.
What a fucking squeeze! Somebody just bought some Airbnb calls. Airbnb in the last 2 days, by the way. I like those 140 calls. I actually really like those 140 calls, these lottos here. That's very interesting. That is very interesting, because that's kind of a run play. And there's 7,000 contracts traded on it. Holy shit. Jesus, take a look at Airbnb, the 140 calls.
Lucci. I just talked about it and posted it, Mr. Lucci.
Okay, well, talk to me.
Can't this guy. I just spoke about it. Airbnb weeklies are hot. I just posted it literally a second before you said, "Oh, Airbnb calls." Literally 7,000 traded. 140s caught like 4 or 5 sweeps. Literally right before you saw it.
Yo, guys, did that pop up on the Momo scanner there too?
No, because I think they were. Well, it depends. I don't know. Does the Momo scanner pick up what I'm posting or just off the board? I have no idea. All on that line, 140s. That's what they've been hitting, those 4 or 5 sweeps there just now.
Right. This NVIDIA is interesting.
Core. What is this? Oh, this is Bet with Time, COUR. Let me see. Is this the name? Core.
Coin here went back down, huh? But again, that's nothing. It's fucking nothing.
Bitcoin still strong, Bitcoin?
Yeah, I mean, it's holding. It's not doing anything.
Over to VRT, S&P raising its rating to double B, outlook positive, Victor Romeo Tango.
So COUR catching some action with Time, though. June 30s. Looks like a strong name. Maybe a name to keep an eye on in the future here. COUR.
I'll tell you one thing. I ain't going to get rich in this fucking tape yet.
Unless you find a little $2 squeeze jammy and
We.
a UPS symbol flow, Utah Peter Sam weeklies.
UPS and FedEx actually are having some decent days here.
Yeah,
UPS and FedEx
name.
both.
Definitely
Both,
rotation.
pretty good. IWM too is also climbing back up.
Trying to break back the open 15-minute range here.
I think we're gonna go right back up, bro. Look at IWM. Look at IWM. So you're getting a.
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
hear
what?
your guys in the background trying to handicap the S&P 500. They're gonna pull their hair out of that.
What position do you have on the Qs?
I'm in Coinbase 140 puts for Friday. I'm in Q puts right here.
From where? Where? What strike?
I'm in the Q3. I'm in the Q3 puts for today at 85 cents.
I like those.
I'm in the Coinbase puts for Friday at 470. For a fast money trade on those.
I like those.
And the Q, these contracts break over 80 cents.
You got a little more Wish action. Had a day late last week. Awesome play. WISH.
They're just not moving.
That's what I'm saying. Melly here is down 38 points. So this is actually a reversal here on the Melly shop here again. Another name here that's weaker. Let's take a look back at that Apple, Amazon, and Apple both kind of leaning lower, but there goes your right. And then I want to come in here and buy puts right here, but that's not going to be the fucking move. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to dump this. If we went long IWM, that trade to me looks better, but it still doesn't look like it's enough.
Get some repeat buying in deck again. They're buying the Jan DECK, Jan 7, a couple different lines. Jan calls, DECK, strong name, repeat buying.
Back at the Qs are below this level right here, we got futures hacks down.
Strong name. That's an understatement in deck.
Yeah, Qs are at the lows. There's that backspace.
So one base double top of the 2 minutes selling off for that double top. Back down to 140.
Okay, now Apple. Okay, this Apple option, it's back to 80 cents. I like it. It's not the easiest trade though. And now this Amazon is leaning as well.
Amazon, what is rallying?
Is leaning down as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so you got selling back on these fat man names.
How does Bitcoin feel? Very probably high, right? Dukes, what are you snorting, Dukes? Some of the weed stocks, as you can see, catching some squeeze action.
Germany and Brazil want a swift EU Mercosur trade deal.
Qs look weak, and it's slower now, but it looks like now we're slowly trending here, and we don't have much from the buyers.
Yeah, Qs definitely look weak. I mean, you got the Qs down over 1%, down to 20. I mean, NASDAQ down over 1%. Weighing on ES a bit. CHRW.
And NVIDIA slowly working its way down. All right, let's take a look at all this. That Airbnb was a miss there.
It could be worth a look around here, Airbnb, if it hangs out. See if they come back.
I'm looking at Apple, Amazon, and Nvidia short. I'm trying to pick a spot though. I keep missing the spot.
But we can pick up momentum if the NASDAQ futures break below 50,008. We have an air pocket all the way down to like 50,000.
I hate ifs, bro. I want to know. I want to know. Let's take a look at these Gex tools here and see what's going on here with SPX. Looks like it's just slowly working its way towards a put wall. Qs is working its way towards a put wall. Put wall actually moved down on the Qs. All right. Well. Hey, Ranchero, what do you got over there? Oh, he's out.
Deck. More deck. Some of these names are just too far gone here. CLB.
Use, baby. Broke 15,800.
Here you go.
Oh, Spy, some momentum sweepers showing up, cheapies. Where are they playing?
Yes.
Green
Spy
Day
just
Expo.
I just got to pre-market lows. Nvidia covered the whole fucking that whole rally it had.
Coinbase still working on that work contract.
What about Apple? You said was holding up, right? Apple?
Well, it's starting to go now.
Yeah, you got some puts there, weeklies.
Trying to wait for rallies here. That one rally kind of caught me, and this is the short now. So it's working. Apple is working. I just need some size here, but I'm kind of being a punk.
Yeah, it's like the buying and all the other stuff slowed down, and the tech selling still going on, right? I mean, banks still holding up. They just the buying slowed down there.
Right, and if you take a look at IWM here, IWM is also folding as well. Apple here starting to come in now. This option is now starting to work here. I got 75 of it, so this
The
is
Apple?
slowly working. Yeah.
Yeah.
At $1 here, I think I'm going to come out. But I do like it.
Uh-oh. There goes Spies breaking up Tuesday's lows here.
Calm down.
I am.
I can hear it in your voice, Chris. Calm down. I see it. I'm going to dump some out on Apple.
Nice.
That was a nice one. Amazon here, still working here. Back to the lows here. It's a great call, Chris. Now just focus. You're still good. It still looks great. So if you look at SPY now, SPY is officially, covered back Friday. Could we see a 2-day sell here? Is the question.
What do you mean? Into tomorrow? You talking?
Right. And you see 452, you start seeing 453, you start seeing all those prices. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely possible, right? Considering the rally. Let me see the look at the S&P. You can't even tell it's down on the chart today, right? It's like it's ridiculous.
There's the Apple. There's the Apple and the Amazon now. They just broke down Apple. Okay, sepa. right. I mean,
What do you think about covering this coin base here?
you had that 140.
What do you think about covering this coin base?
I just said you had the
Amazon
you had the
puts
140.
weekly puts, mostly weekly puts in the big guys here.
All right, now these options are moving on the Apple. I'm going to cover some more of the Apple. Let's cover some Apple. Let's cover some Amazon. All right. Nice job on that Apple for anybody who caught that. That was a good one. I gotta get some fucking size here, but it's gonna take me some time. It's all good. Amazon here still punking the lows. Roll them if you want to get back in. You can just roll them, because you're still going for what you're going for, which is.
I mean, Lucci, look at the moving gold today. I can't. I thought I was seeing things when I saw that reversal this morning. You talk about one extreme to the next. It's like a blow off top, right?
I'm in Amazon, I'm in Nvidia, and I'm in Apple. But your cues, like you said, you're in the gap. The question is do you want to now make a swing out of it and take that shot and then structure that trade properly? And most of all, relax, man. That Airbnb, they gutted that one out.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, a lot of things have faded here.
December 14th, 15th use on
John Smith sold some SPY puts. Yeah, I love the cover and roll.
We decided to open a session to the negotiations with Ukraine as well as Moldova.
The Russell just dipped into the right. Riley puts. More Riley puts. Let's see, Riley. Oh, that was squeezing today. Up 3. So you got some Riley put buying into the squeeze. RILY.
Yeah, Silvers is calling out the pivot here, which is looks like it's 45, 47. Is that what he's saying? Yeah, a couple of more handles from here. As the whole market is now. So now they reversed here. IWM, yeah. Let's see if IWM did as well. IWM is slowly kind of working on it. I'm waiting for a pop. I need a pop to get to get further short. Again, Silver's waiting for the long here too anyway, though. Let's check back in with that Airbnb. Remember the 140 calls here. Those things punked out. Meta here slowly kind of moving back to lows. Okay, I'm gonna book everything and then just kind of reassess here. That was a decent shot. I should have went a little bit harder, but it's a decent shot. I'm up about 2-3 grand here. Okay, so now my focus and my intent is going to be to get another move on this Apple short, possibly another move on the Amazon and all that kind of stuff. Amazon is still at lows, by the way. Okay, I think, guys, we are moving to the Steamroom here. I think we're a little bit late. So, guys, today's going to be interesting, man. It's Monday, man. These 0 DTEs on the SPX are going to be interesting here, guys. So you're going to want to stick around. Get your butts into the room. Literally today. Today could be a fucking monster day where in one day they push us back to, those sort of areas. All right, so get into the steam room here, even if you're just in for the trial. It's worth the $8 just one day. One day makes a difference, man. All right, so
Yeah.
we'll see you in there, guys. We'll see you in there.
Have a good day, everybody. What's AMD been up to, Luch? That crap too, right?
Yeah, it's still cracked. It's 117.